My name is Joe Scriven. I work for the Mendocino County Resource Conservation District. I'm a project manager and a fisheries biologist working for the RCD, and I've been the project manager for the Forsythe Creek Sediment Reduction Project for about 2 years now. Well, for a little context, Forsythe Creek is one of the largest tributaries to the West Fork Russian River. Forsythe Creek sees a run of steelhead and Chinook salmon every year. A lot of rural residential ranches up here in the mountains. And historically, Forsythe Creek watershed has been a producer of timber and also for cattle ranching. So we have a legacy set of roads up in these mountains that were built between, say, 1900 and 1950 that were not up to today's standards. And these roads are consistently bleeding sediment into the systems, the creek systems, and that sediment's getting down into Forsythe Creek or its tributaries, and that is preventing the habitat from producing the fish and the other native biota that we would like to see in Forsythe Creek. So with the road systems having these poorly built structures, road crossings or in slopes or on too steep of slopes, these roads have been identified as a key component for upgrades to improve water quality in Forsythe Creek and consequently the rest of the Russian River. And the RCD started working in Forsythe Creek back in 2004 when they secured a grant to do a watershed assessment of this huge watershed. The RCD hired bioengineering associates to perform the watershed assessment, and that involved looking at historic photos, talking to landowners who've been here for decades, looking at the streams and the conditions of the streams, and also performing road assessments. And that watershed assessment, which is a huge document, served as the catalyst for securing funds from the Department of Water Resources to implement a sediment reduction project that we're looking at here, which is to perform ranch road upgrades. And the ranch road upgrade work is fairly standard. It's based upon the Handbook for Forest and Ranch Roads that Pacific Watershed Associates did for the Mendocino County RCD back in 1994. It involves upgrading the contours of the roads, so outsloping when safe, installing rolling dips, properly sizing culverts where they need to be properly sized, that kind of basic treatment. And it's been going on for about 15, 17 years, this kind of road work throughout Northern California. And we're just wrapping up year 4. Here it is 2013. We're going to be buttoning up and finishing up our projects on 3 ranches we worked on this year. And here it is end of September, and we're looking at a little bit of rain on Monday, and so the timing is perfect for our ranch roads to be buttoned up and shedding water in a more natural manner than before, where they'd collect, in the prior designs, they would collect water and sediment and increased energy, and chances for catastrophic blowouts were very real in a lot of these sites. Long-term benefits, we're talking decades and decades of benefits because these roads are not producing excessive amounts of sediment. The streams are in a natural state of recovery from over 100 years of practices that don't meet today's standards. Road building and logging efforts have changed a lot in the past just 30 years. So our streams in their recovery process, getting less sediment input, is going to improve the quality of habitat, the complexity, the pools will become deeper, and the macroinvertebrates, the amphibians, the reptiles, everything that relies upon these stream systems, they're going to respond favorably. Our salmon and our steelhead consequently are going to respond favorably too. They'll have better habitats to spawn in, and there'll be more good quality habitats for their juveniles to rear in subsequent years. This work we're doing now is going to have a long-term benefit to the immediate stream, which is Mill Creek right here, which flows into Forsythe Creek, for decades and decades. This is a good thing, and expanding this kind of work throughout the entire watershed is what we'd like to do, and treat all the ranch roads that are not properly designed and make sure that they do shed water in a more natural form. That way the excess sediment delivery is stopped, and keep the dirt on the hillside is the goal, and allow the streams to flow clean is what we would like to see. So ranch road upgrades are really a good tool for improving watershed health. and it's a great use of funds. It's an immediate benefit by keeping the soil and the sediment on the hill slopes and out of the creek. And then it's the win-win situation for the landowner, who spends less time and less money in maintaining their roads. So we like this program a lot, and it's been really effective in the Forsythe Creek watershed.